Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1947 Remington Noiseless Model 7 vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the pages straight. I'm going to set that at 0. There's a scale up here to tell you exactly what space you're on. Margins are located behind this flip panel, so I'm just going to set this left one in between the two paper fingers so that you don't get stuck on them. So right on the edges of those for maximum clearance. And you can adjust these paper fingers too. I just like to keep them right on the edge. I'm going to test those out. Looks pretty good. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. Hit the slash space, gets you back to the beginning. It skips 1, 2, or 3. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, you just flip this switch down 1. It skips 2. 1 more. Skips 3. That works good. We're going to keep it on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence on this next line. Beautiful typing machine. It's as quiet as it gets when it comes to typewriters. It's not completely noiseless, but it's muffled to the point where the sound doesn't travel very far. So you can't really hear this in another room, or if you live in an apartment complex, you can't hear this at all probably in the next unit. So this had some issues skipping, so what I'm going to do is on this next line I'm just going to test by hitting some keys really fast and hard to test to see if it's going to skip on me, especially with the A, Q, and S keys here. I'm hitting it pretty hard and fast. Don't have any skips yet. I think had an issue, maybe it's on the edge, but I can't get this to skip at all. I fine-tuned it to type really good, really nice print, and good response rate with the escapement, so it's not going to skip anymore, and the print looks really nice and dark. The issue with some of these that skip sometimes is that the keys kind of punch in like this instead of slap from the bottom. So they need to kiss the page instead of slapping it. And sometimes if you have the escapement adjusted wrong, it will either not print dark enough or it skips because it's going too hard and the escapement is being depressed too hard. So over time these get old and they need adjustments just from aging and whatnot. So this one's really nice, ready to go. Excellent condition typewriter. Shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. We're going to pull this page out by flipping the switch forward. Unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easy or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back forward before you load the next page or else that won't load correctly. Backspace on the top left, very smooth. Tab on the right side. So it's a manual set tab. When you flip this, if you flip the panel back, you can access the little tabs here, and it's got a scale up there to tell you exactly what space you're on, and it just stops at each one of those. That works good. Touch control above that, low to high. The higher you go, the more tension there is when you hit the keys. You have to hit them harder for them to print, but they respond faster. So that's for, I guess, faster typers. I like it on low. And what else on the keyboard? I think that's it. Margin release. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that blocks you from printing. If you hit that margin release button on the top right, it will allow you to go all the way to the end or until you get stuck on that paper finger. On the right side of the keyboard is the color selector switch. If you have it in the middle on the white dot, it doesn't print any ink at all. The vibrator doesn't go up. If you have it on the bottom section, it prints the bottom portion of the ribbon. And if you have a black and red ribbon, that would print the red. We just have a solid black. So if you have it up top, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is usually the black portion. So you can actually double use a ribbon if you have just a solid black ribbon. So to access the spools, all the brand new ribbon is loaded here on this left side. This just pops up, made out of plastic, so be careful, these things break. I do have replacements available in my shop if you need a replacement. So if you want to switch the direction, right now it pulls underneath. It's pulling to the right because all the brand new ribbon's loaded on the left side. If you want to switch the direction, you just push the other side of this little button here. There's a little rod that goes across and it'll pull clockwise to the left. push it in from this side, it'll pull counterclockwise to the right, and that's the direction we want it to go. To put this back on, there's a little slot in there, and you just match that with the gap on that top spool rod there. And this is the little button that you press on the side if you want it to go to that side. To lock the carriage in the middle, there is a lever on the front side here. You lift that forward and push in the knob, and then it locks in the middle. To pull it out, you pull the knob out. So when you have it in the case, it's best to have this locked so you can protect your escapement mechanism, and that could cause bending issues as well. So you just want to be careful with this. Make sure it's locked when you have it in the case, and don't let it bang around too much. Carriage release behind that doesn't lock the carriage. Super smooth. This is a very nice typewriter, excellent condition. Left side smooth as butter. And if you push in this little button on the end, it disables the spacing so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You let it go, you get the clicks. Each one of those clicks is one space, and that's it. Now available. It's actually not available, it's sold, but I might have another one come in pretty soon. Check my shop, Brooksaw Antiques, on eBay or Etsy.